It's rare to see so many people demand that a fictional game used as a fake advertisement in a game become real. But can you blame them though? When they used Square Enix's ultra-talented CGI studio Visualworks, Verum Rex, a parody game used in Kingdom Hearts 3's Toy Story world, which is meant to directly satire the KH creator's previous unreleased game, Final Fantasy Versus 13, this alone was enough to make people crave Verum Rex as a full game. Looking at Kingdom Hearts 3's secret movie, they would unlock a pre-rendered cutscene titled Yozora, where the protagonist of the alleged satire game was hinted to be a bit more than just self-aware humor. And with the Kingdom Hearts team set to be working on a brand new project, I couldn't help but wonder what it would be like to have a full game of Verum Rex. First and foremost, there's the question of if Verum Rex would be a Final Fantasy game, a Kingdom Hearts game, or its own individual IP. It's complicated. While Verum Rex is a direct satire of a Final Fantasy game, it first appeared in Kingdom Hearts 3, though it also seems to potentially carry its own standalone universe. It's also worth noting that if these characters were original characters for the Kingdom Hearts series, you would imagine them looking more like Sora or Riku. Instead, we find that their faces are more realistically proportioned, like they would be in a Final Fantasy game, which is pretty unusual, especially when you consider this isn't even true of the Final Fantasy cameos within the Kingdom Hearts series, with all the Square original characters having a unified art style. Then there's also the question of who exactly would own Verum Rex, Disney or Square Enix. This is also a complicated question, even for Kingdom Hearts itself. Well, it's the original concept of Square Enix and Tetsuya Nomura. Disney also owns a majority stake in the franchise. Furthermore, Disney also owns the license to Kingdom Hearts merchandise, and are able to produce whatever merchandise they want with Nomura's consent. This is also why if you ever see any Square Enix merchandise outside of that of the Square Enix store, a lot of times there will only be a Disney logo on there. So it's not very straightforward business. But considering that there's already a secret ending Yozora at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, which features Sora and Riku, putting them in yet another Dream Drop Distance-like situation, it seems safe to say that the continuity of Verum Rex is one that's within Kingdom Hearts. Alternatively, you could argue that it's just like the secret movie for Kingdom Hearts 1. This secret movie was titled Another Side, Another Story, and it was made purely to pitch the idea of a sequel to Kingdom Hearts, before it was even greenlit. And perhaps Nomura is trying to do the exact same thing for Verum Rex. When talking about Verum Rex in the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultimania, Tetsuya Nomura clarified that while there's an overlap of ideas, they're ultimately separate projects, with Nomura saying, quote, "Yes, that's right. I know the visuals have some people thinking that it's the same title I had worked on in the past, but it isn't. There are parts of the unreleased project that I have been cooking alongside me, so there's a chance that I may have overlapped some of the ideas, but Verum Rex is a completely different thing. Nobody knows what was in the project that wasn't released, and Verum Rex doesn't even exist yet, so perhaps it's difficult to understand now, but I will say that they are different things and leave it at that." That project of course being Final Fantasy Versus 13, although it was recently discovered that he was not allowed to openly talk about it by name. Also, he states that Verum Rex is not real yet. That's pretty cryptic, but it also heavily implies that he has a particular intention of making it real. Could Verum Rex be the new Kingdom Hearts spin-off game that Nomura was saying would happen between Kingdom Hearts 3 and the next mainline? I would say at the very least, it's not impossible. Though speaking of reusing those ideas that the world has never seen, I can't help but rewatch old trailers of Final Fantasy Versus 13 and note a much more Kingdom Hearts-esque approach to gameplay. Of course, this is because the Kingdom Hearts 2 team was working on this title coming off of finishing Final Mix. It would be incredible to see these things resurface into a game that I imagine would be less attached to a Disney focus, which has been the core appeal of this hypothetical title. And it was also a large part of why Final Fantasy Versus 13 was so alluring. There is a strong demand for something similar to Kingdom Hearts without the Disney attachment to it, so this could be the chance to finally realize something like that. But like Nomura was saying, there are so many concepts from that project that never got to see the light of day, and it would be incredibly fascinating to see them realized under a brand new title. And the idea of rebooting all of his concept into an actual property where he has complete freedom over it, unlike Final Fantasy, it guarantees that his ideas can't be messed with path again like they were before. If I had to tell you exactly what I personally wanted from a full Verum Rex game, bear in mind this is more of a wish list than anything, but as far as platform, PlayStation 4 or Switch, either one is alright with me. I'd rather have it be its own unique intellectual property aside from Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, although it tying in with Kingdom Hearts is somewhat inevitable. I would also like to see combat similar to Kingdom Hearts, though with a heavier and more realistic tone, akin to what Versus 13 aimed to do. I would like to see Brunette Stella do a little bit more than what Luna and Kairi do in their respective games, but that one is almost guaranteed wishful thinking. But when it's all said and done, Ultima Weapons, would you like to see a full game of Verum Rex? Subscribe, click the bell icon, and let me know in the comments below. And if you've been enjoying the content on this channel, be sure to check out the Patreon for the Night Sky Prince. Thanks to people like JW, we're able to keep all this content coming, and I'm really excited for the future of this channel. So if you want to help grow the channel and keep all these videos coming, there's a link in the description below that can help guarantee it. Shout out to JW and the rest of the Ultima community.
Are a song and death and